The Jets also need a wide receiver. They were trying to get Tyreek Hill. Robert Saleh was the coach here. They have Mike LaFleur over there who has coached Deebo Samuel. I think he was a wide receiver coach at one time. They could offer the 10th pick and the 38th pick if the 49ers were so inclined. I know we wouldn't trade him, but if the Niners were so inclined, do you think the Jets for this package is something they would prefer? And do you think the Jets would do it? 10th pick.
I don't know. They were offering pick 35 and 38 for Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Who has been one of the best receivers for years now.
Yes.
So, I think, offering 10 and like 38 or something like that, like that's kind of steep. Now,
the reason I say that is I put out a 22, 28, and 53 for the Packers. That's 800. That's 1,800 points, draft points. The 10 and the 38, that's 1,800 draft points too. I was trying to make it. But you know what else is 1,800 draft points? The 4th pick in the draft, which the Jets have. Is Deebo worth the 4th pick in the draft? That's what Jamar Chase was last year, no?
I think Deebo would be worth the 4th pick overall to the New York Jets because he drastically changes their offense.
That's what I'm saying.
They got a young quarterback and things like that. Now, would they do it? I don't know, but he would definitely be worth it for them.
It's like the Jets are looking for their Jamar Chase. If Jamar Chase were in this draft, they would just take him with the 4th pick, but he's not. Right. But Deebo's available. Would you trade that pick for Deebo Samuel? And with the Niners, is there anyone at 4 this? I've been totally focused on second-round prospects, man. Is there anyone at 4 this year that would actually entice you? It seems kind of like a down draft.
There's a lot of talent there. 49ers really want an edge player, man. I mean, guy like Kayvon Thibodeau, Jermaine Johnson, like those edge rushers, pairing them with Bosa, like that would be special. If they want to go offensive line, maybe a guy that could play guard and then slide the tackle. You got Ike Ekwonu out of North Carolina State. He would be amazing there because he'd be the best guard right away. And he's a legit tackle, probably one of the most athletic guys. So, there are guys that, but again, it's like, let's have this guard play tackle. But we're giving away Deebo Samuel, and it's like, I don't feel comfortable with that. You got Deebo Samuel, you want to hold on to that,
I think you do. But it's interesting to sort of see like what the Niners might be faced with. Like the price tag keeps going up, and you got teams kind of just like, hey, what about the 4th pick? I'm not saying the Jets would offer that, but I'm not saying they won't because they're desperate. Right. And the way I look at Saleh is that he's not like Matt Rule. Matt Rule's been there I think Saleh feels like he's on the hot seat right now after 1 year. And that's just the product of coaching in New York. I don't think he's waiting around. That's why he brought in Laken Tomlinson. So he might just give up something really. Because if he doesn't trade the 4th pick in the draft for Deebo Samuel, who's he taking there? An offensive lineman?
I would think so. Maybe edge though, because I mean they need an edge rusher. They have like some bodies that they could throw at the position, but not like that legit guy. Like so I'd assume that might be their priority because offensive line they drafted Brock Bector or whatever his name is, Becton. There we go. They drafted Becton a couple years ago, top 5. They also drafted, I believe it was last year, they drafted Vera Tucker, the guard out of USC.
No doubt.
So they have, kind of thrown resources there, but edge, they really need that.
Interviewer Pablo says pick 4 and 10 from the Jets for Deebo, draft Sauce Gardner 4, Treylon Burks at 10. That might be hard to say no, but I don't think the Jets are offering 4 and 10. That's a lot.
No way.
I don't think so.
E-Man says 35 and 38 for Tyreek Hill.
Exactly. Right. E-Man says, I look for BA to take a huge step forward next season. Check down Jimmy is leaving and Deebo production is about to take a huge hit. He knows it's in his best interest to get paid now. That's an interesting. I hadn't thought of that. I don't really see that though. I mean, Trey Lance isn't gonna not throw to Deebo Samuel. He's gonna throw. The person whose production is gonna take a hit is the tight end. I'm just saying, the tight end I've been trying to trade. I can't believe they're gonna trade Deebo. It's not gonna trade Deebo.
I will say this, and maybe Kittle's production takes a hit, but the sooner Trey Lance can get on the same page with Kittle and learn to kind of get the ball out of his hands to Kittle right now, the easier it's going to be in his development.
Yeah, and
but Deebo's usage might not take a hit. I looked at the game against the Seattle team. Actually, in every game, I think Deebo had more targets than Ayuk when Lance was playing. So
Yeah, I think I might have had one more than Deebo against Houston, but it was close. And
Yeah.
Kittle didn't get a lot, but he did have that one up the seam at the
No,
end of
yeah.
the Houston game.
But he
So
needs to learn how to hit Kittle in that intermediate area. Once he
yes,
gets that, and I get it. Trey
yes,
Lance's eyes are very aggressive.
yes,
He's definitely looking downfield. That's why sometimes he tends to hold on to the ball a little bit longer.
yes,
But once he gets that aspect of his game, which I think you saw it, you made note of it in rookie mini camp, where you were like, man, oh, he's doing all these checkdowns. Maybe that's part of what they're trying to do. But once he
yeah,
kind of gets that, and then obviously had the big ball,
yeah.
then you start looking at him in a different light, special player.